Before this episode begins, I want to go over two things which I would like to get over and done with. Besides learning how to word words properly, I want to go ahead and show you guys the daycare center. But more importantly, I want to show you the name raider. It's very self-explanatory what the daycare center does if I've not gone over it. You basically leave your Pokemon here, and depending on the amount of steps you take in-game, your Pokemon will gain experience points on that. You have to pay 100 Pokédollars per level it gains in the daycare center to take it back. So it is a good way to level up your Pokemon. However, there is a glitch that in Pokemon Coliseum you could have used, but it's not available in this game since they patched it. But more importantly, I want to go to this guy right over here. He is the name raider. He will allow you to nickname any of your Pokemon for free. I have a couple of comments from prior episodes, as well as someone talking to me on Twitter about this very briefly. I was waiting until the right moment to talk about this, more specifically when I had more Pokemon on my team that I could purify all at once. I meant to say nickname all at once, but I want to just get it over with right now. And normally in my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play, I went about and I nicknamed all of them on my own with my personal opinions on it. However, this time I want you guys to suggest nicknames for it. Submit it on the comment section below or on Twitter, using whatever you would like to use to address me as. And just make sure that it's something relevant to either the Let's Play or something about Teddiursa. Don't just name Teddiursa Blanket because you saw a blanket and you thought of my Let's Play, which I don't understand why you would think that. But anyways, so just nickname, or think of a nickname that you think would be most appropriate in terms of what's happened in the Let's Play because of what has happened to these Pokemon, or based on what their background is or what they look like or whatever. So I'll give you guys a couple days to do this. I'm not necessarily having any deadlines for this, and whatever I pick is just gonna get picked. I don't really have anything to give away at the moment, so hopefully you can bear with me on that. And the second thing I have in mind, which I want to do, would be to show off the purification chamber and how you purify Pokemon. As you can see right there, Gulpin is ready to be purified as well on here, and I say as well because we also had another Pokemon ready to be purified off screen as I was transitioning from Agate Village to the HQ lab. What Pokemon was that? Well, you'll find out in around 20 seconds. I'm going to be purifying two Pokemon right now, and I want to explain something very briefly right here. You can actually use a Shadow Pokemon as well as one normal Pokemon on set. Meaning, I'm going to take out Baltoy right here, I'm going to take out Numel right here, and I'm going to take Lediba and place him right over here for now. Why am I doing this? Well, you'll see right now. Like I said, I have two Pokemon ready to be purified, and those are Seedot and Gulpin. So these two are ready to be purified, and the thing and how it works is that you can place any Shadow Pokemon that's ready to be purified alongside any one Pokemon. No matter what, as long as it's filled with at least one purified Pokemon, it will be ready to be purified. No, it doesn't matter the tempo, it doesn't matter with the flow, or how the colors look. As long as you have something looking like this, you are ready to purify your Pokemon right now. So, let's stop arranging these, and let's get ready to show the two Pokemon that are ready to be purified. Starting off with Seedot. Technology has come so far, guys. We went from using a stone from the previous game to using an artificial means of purifying Pokemon that have had their hearts artificially sealed. Yeah, great thing to happen. And I like the little music notes and the little stars and the little, particles and whoa! Giga Drain! Damn! I never really knew that. Wow, okay. That's a really good move to have for the beginning of this game. Or, just having a Seedot start out with it in the first place. It does make it a rather good grass Pokemon to use. But anyways, as it says right there, there's another Pokemon that's ready to open the door. So we're going to go ahead and switch sets and show this off once again. Alright, Gulpin opened the door to its heart. And now Gulpin learns two moves, which I find really good. Gulpin can learn Shockwave as well as Sing. Alright guys, and now the final thing which I want to show before we actually get to the beginning of the episode is my third party member. And yes, it is one of these two. Which is it? Gulpin! Gulpin is going to be the third member of our party, so I should have done this in an opposite order where I go to here first and I went to the daycare last so I could show off that and explain that I would like Gulpin to have a nickname as well. Like I said, leave your suggestions down below or on Twitter for nicknames for Gulpin, Teddiursa, and Vaporeon. And without further ado, let's begin the episode. This music makes me feel like a thug. Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last episode, we took down Michael Jackson himself in the cave Pokespot, or rather Mirror B, because I don't know. I like calling him Michael Jackson in this game, but I guess we'll have to start calling him Mirror B. Damn it. Also, fun fact, Mirror B is actually, or the name Mirror B comes from the reference of a mirror ball, which is used in disco, which is kind of how Mirror B has that whole funky disco feel to him. So anyways, in addition to that, we also got a message from Net saying that he has found out something about Cypher's plan. And in this episode, we return to Pyrite Town so we can go and talk to Net about that. But because I've cut a lot of stuff this episode, I figured I might as well cut more. I want to go ahead and tackle the dual square, or the dual circle as I'm calling it, because I just can't stand it being a dual square. Like, yeah, I understand these guys are kind of positioned to be like in a square format, or I don't know, like maybe a pentagon type feel if you tilt your head well enough. I don't know, do I sound sideways? Because I'm tilting my head right now. Only like 4 people will get that. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and fight these 5 people around here. I'm not going to show it at all, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut to when I am done. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. And I do apologize for all the cuts in advance, but I just want to get all this stuff done. Trust me, it won't happen that much in the future. Probably. Oh, are you kidding me? I don't have enough money? Damn. You know what they say, if poison can't kill you, poison can kill you. Okay, so several things happened, and why is everybody staring at me? Anyways, several things happened while I went off screen, and I did a couple things. First and foremost, I want to show off what my progress is. As you can see, my Teddiursa and Vaporeon have leveled up by 1, as well as Gulpin, who's actually leveled up by 3 at this point, I believe. Yeah, he's leveled up by 3, so very, very nice that I did that. So he's kind of close to being on par with our current Pokemon. You may also notice that Vaporeon is now poisoned. The reason why I'm showing off a Pokemon being poisoned is that on the field, as in the overworld, if you walk around, you will have this red glow appear on the screen, as well as a little bit of an electrical shock. The only way you can heal these is if you use an antidote or you go to a Pokemon Center. But since the hotel's right here, I want to use it right now. So now that I finally have enough money, barely enough. Now that I finally have enough money, I can go ahead and rest here. I know I could have just used one of my antidotes and stuff, but I mean, I don't know. I like the hotel here. It's nice. And I'm gonna tour it one day, but I'll be in an extra, not in an extra episode, but later. Maybe in a few episodes. I'll just do like a grand tour of Pyrite for you guys. But anyways, the next thing that I want to talk about would be something that I would like to show off as well. Sorry guys if we're not necessarily going to be getting into the beef of the episode today. There are just a couple things that have come up and I would like to show it off. So the next thing I want to show off would be the spot monitor. Now, off screen, there have been 2 signals. There have been one from the Rock Pokespot and one from the Oasis Pokespot. Depending on how fast the little sonar beeps, depends on how rare the Pokemon is. As you can see in the Rock Pokespot, it's going kind of slowly, so it isn't necessarily a rare Pokemon. And the Oasis one's going a little bit faster than the Rock one, so it is a bit of a rare one. Depending on how fast it goes is how rare Pokemon is, so when it beeps the fastest, it could either be a Trapinch, Surskit, or I believe the third one was a Wooper, right. Sorry, I forgot for a second there, but I remember. The Oasis has a Surskit, the Cave has a Wooper, and the Rock has a Trapinch. So let's go ahead and head to those 2 Pokespots and show off some wild Pokemon battling. So it's about time I get my southern accent on. Let's wrangle up some Hoggies. They don't even call them Hoggies anymore. Starting off with the Rock Pokespot, since there only is one left there, it's a wild Gligar. And get ready for some really, really nice music. You understand why I was talking southern earlier? This then there's one of them Gligars, level 15, but this isn't a boss, so we're not necessarily using it. However, something that I would like to point out is that this is actually one of the few times in Pokemon XD and in Pokemon Coliseum, well, actually, no. This is one of the only times in Pokemon XD that you actually have a single battle, excluding times in which you only have one Pokemon on your team, but as you can see, we clearly have more than one. But during these wild battles, you can only have one Pokemon at a time, to be fair, since there are only one wild Pokemon at the time, and we don't want to be unfair. So let's go ahead and whittle down its HP a little bit. We have a couple moves to our advantage here, except the only problem is Gligar is a poison ground type. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it to sleep using Sing and Harden. That's fine. It doesn't matter. Alright, now let's see if Sing can actually... Sing has a little bit of a low accuracy, and oh, wow! It actually worked! Nice. God. I voice crack way too much for my own good, and I know what people might be thinking. It's like, oh, you didn't hit puberty yet, blah, blah, blah. I've had the same voice for years now, and I find it really embarrassing that I still voice crack, like, not even on occasion, just like every day when I record. Maybe it's because I try talking really loud, but then again... I don't even know myself. Let's just go ahead and catch it with a great ball just because it's great. So let's see. One chicken. Ah, come on! I want to catch this with full HP. Can I do it? Let's do it. One. Ah, come on. Something else I'd like to mention is that instead of using the snag machine to use to catch these Pokemon, we actually use our right hand since our snag machine is obviously altered to use to catch shadow Pokemon only. So it's a cool feature that use our right hand to go and use it on wild Pokemon. And wow, by speaking about stuff that's relevant, we caught the Gligar. So nice. I'm not going to give a nickname just because, well, I don't want to use a Gligar at all. I'm just doing this because I'd like to show off the Pokespots. And our next stop would be the Oasis Pokespot. Because over there is something with a little bit of a higher sonar rating. And what Pokemon could that be? A Phanpy. I swear, every time I hear this music, I just gotta get my Southern on. And once again, since it's the ground type, none of these moves would really work against it. So let's go ahead and do what we did earlier and try... Aw, you missed. Great. Anyways. I should also mention how beautiful the backdrops in these fights are. Like, okay, the Rock Pokespot had a little bit of a... Obviously in the desert because it was kind of like the desert. That's why, hence the Rock Pokespot. But... for the Oasis, it just looks so nice. Like, you can still see a bit of the desert. Like, I already explained how much I love the desert or the Oasis in, a few episodes ago. Can I stop missing? Ugh. Anyways, I already said how much I like it with the whole canyons in the background, the mountains, the desert, the Oasis itself, all the plants, sand, and palm trees. It's just so pretty. And, oh my god! You know, in my defense, this thing only has 55% accuracy, and as soon as I mention the low accuracy rate, it hits. Great. You know, I might as well complain all the time. That's how it works, right? Right? Alright, Pokeball number 1. 1, 2, damn. Pokeball number 2. 1. Damn. Also, I like how he's still asleep, yet he's doing the whole animation with his trunk moving up and down. And yeah, I know he's awake now. Ugh. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to deal with this anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and send a Vaporeon for this because I don't want to sit here for like 10 minutes. Because so far, I've been here for around 6 minutes trying to catch this Phanpy. And I tried using Sing and it never hit. It never hit except for that one time. And it woke up instantly. So... let's just go ahead and have a little bit of an unfair advantage here and just will down to HP using Quick Attack. Because that's actually something which I want to mention as well. Vaporeon did learn Quick Attack while I was training off screen, and wow, much damage. Such power. Very hurt. Wow. Vaporeon, I replaced his attack with Quick Attack because, I'll go ahead and be honest here. Or logical, actually. Attack, Tackle on its own has a base power of 35 with a 95% chance to hit. Quick Attack, however, not only has 40 base power and 100% chance to hit, but it also has a +1 priority, meaning that it will increase the speed and it will have a priority over other moves. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and keep using Quick Attack a couple more times. And also, I apologize for all the cuts that I'm going to be doing in this episode. It's just that most of this is kind of filler and just stuff which I'd like to show off because, well, I had the opportunity to. And I don't want to leave stuff unsearched. So, hopefully you can deal with that. Finally! God, okay. You want to know something, guys? I have been recording this episode for about 36 minutes, including the dual square, which is kind of reasonable, and this fight alone. Sure, the whole thing with the dual square it obviously took a while, which is reasonable, but the thing is, I stopped recording, or rather, I started to start commentating again when I hit 22 minutes. God. This Phanpy. Anyways, I might as well go ahead and add a couple more Pokesnacks here. And speaking of Pokesnacks, Why am I not adding one? I'd like to add... Okay, there we go. Let me place one more, just in case. And speaking of placing Pokesnacks, I want to place one or some in the cave focus spot. I forgot to do that in the beginning of the episode, and I feel kind of bad for that, and I bet some people are probably yelling at me in the comments, or just yelling at their screens, just saying, why didn't you put Pokes food here? Or Pokesnacks? Don't worry, I did it. I added the cheese to the cave, don't worry. And now, at long last, after all of that filler stuff for this episode, we are ready to enter ONBS and talk to Net about Cypher's plans. Net, let's go ahead and see what your plan is. There's bad trouble. A bunch of shady characters snuck in and took Meg, the receptionist, hostage. Well, it seems that Cypher has found out about Net knowing about their plans. Looks like we're gonna have to battle for ONBS building in the next episode. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale Darkness, we are going to go and save this whole place, and especially Meg, from Cypher, because quite obviously those shady characters you're talking about were Cypher. Thank you all for watching, and I mean that today because I understand this is mainly filler, and some of you didn't really want to watch it, you just want to get into what was really happening, but I want to do that next episode, and trust me, I'll make up for it next episode with a bit of a longer video. So, thank you all for watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time.